Hello debutantes, I hope you had a wonderful week 2 on your S.H.E plan. Monday started off with a bang. I got up, I nailed my morning routine, I exercised, I did my Bible study, I did everything, and then by noon I was so tired, I was in tears, that I had to get back in bed and just spend the rest of the day watching movies and chilling. I don't know exactly why I was that tired, but I was tired. Then Tuesday morning, we had to have our dog at the vet by 9 in the morning, which if you watch my videos, you know 9 in the morning is, not a good time for us. So I had to be up, ready, dressed, and about 20 minutes away by 9 in the morning. No, I don't do that. Plus, I had a 75-pound boxer that did not want to be in the car. So that was exciting. So we get the dog to the vet, we get him settled in. He was having his man surgery, so we were a little concerned. We went to breakfast, and right in the middle of breakfast, I started to get a migraine. So there was Tuesday shot, Monday and Tuesday pretty much done. Luckily Monday I didn't have a lot scheduled, but on Wednesday I just decided I'm not going to worry about Monday and Tuesday. I did my Wednesday cards plus my daily cards, and then I did most of my Tuesday cards. I kind of really prioritized what needed to be done and what I could put off till next week. So Wednesday I did great, and then the rest of the week went really well after that. I got smiley faces on all of my days, so that is good. So I hope you have made out your cards, you know when you're doing what on what day. So this week we're going to talk about the 1 through 31 cards, the A to Z cards, and the January through December cards. I took some notes because I wanted to make sure I covered everything. So this week we're going to do the January through December card, and this is where you will file your monthly, your seasonal, your yearly jobs. You'll decide, January I'm going to clean all the screens and windows, you know, whatever. So you put that in front of January. February you want to make sure all your china is clean, whatever. You know, your big jobs, file them in front of that month that you want to get them done. I am not going to tackle any of my big monthly, yearly, seasonally type jobs until I am on my schedule for a full month. I want to make sure that I'm just getting the, the dailies, the weeklies, the things that you see all the time. I want to make sure that I'm on a good routine, getting those things done, and I have my cleaning pattern down before I decide, okay, well now I'm going to throw in, rip every screen out of my house and scrub them. I don't want that on top of trying to develop my routine. You can do it any way you want, but I know my energy level, and that's what I'm doing for those. So we talked about that, did that. Okay. Then for your January through December card, you're going to take a white index card, and you're going to put, let's talk about January. You're going to write January on the top, and then on one card you're going to write the date. Let's say January 1st is your grandmother's birthday. So you're going to put January, then 1, and you're going to put grandmother birthday. The 15th, wedding anniversary. You know what I mean. Any birthdays, any anniversaries, anything that you celebrate in the month of January, you're going to put the date and list it. Now you're going to continue to do that for all the months of the year, and then you will file that directly in front of that month. So pretty much that's your January through December. You're going to do your weekly, seasonally, your whatever, your monthly important dates. And then of course, let's say for me, because I need to be ahead of the seasons for the blog, for crafting, whatever, I might put in, let's say August, think Christmas crafts, anything like that, any big project that you need to plan before a holiday. That way you can file that in front of the month where you really need to get started in order for it to be accomplished by the holiday. So that's important. So let's say you're making baby gifts and you want them for whatever. Plan backwards. How long is it going to take you? Put a card in front of that month and then start that project. I hope that makes sense. So now the A to Z cards. This is pretty much your rotating Rolodex, let's say. So you're going to, now this is totally optional. This is just something that they talk about, and this is something I might do because I would really like to have all of this information in a central place. So you're going to make out an index card just like you would, name, address, phone number, anything like that. But on the card you want to include, let's say, the names of their children, when their anniversary is, anything that is pertinent, to that person or to that family that you want to remember. Put that on their card, and then of course file it in front of whatever letter. I like to file in front of, you can file any way you want. I just like all my A's in front of my A, all of my B's in front of my B, so that way I can, you know, it's right there where I need it. So those are your A to Z cards. Now, 1 through 31 cards. They use the 1 through 31 cards as their calendar. So they would say, let's say, what's today? Well, it'll be tomorrow. It's March 2nd. So that you would put number 2 in front and then the rest of the month. And since Monday is my grocery day, I would put groceries in front of the 2nd. And then Tuesday's bathroom. So the 3rd would be bathroom. And they put their daily cards or weekly cards in front of a date. I use the Sunday through Saturday cards, so all my cleaning cards go in front of the days of the week. If you want to put them in front of the date, you will always know what day it is. And then you can put your, let's say you have an appointment, you have a dentist appointment. You can go ahead and write that dentist appointment down on a scrap piece of 3x5 paper and put it in front of the date that you have to go to the dentist. I'm going to use a calendar on my refrigerator just so I can just glance at it and say, oh, and you know, next week I have a doctor's appointment. I don't think I will use the 1 through 31 cards just because I really like the visual of a calendar. But if you do use the 1 through 31 cards, make yourself a little white card that you put in front of the 25. This is what they recommend, and put check your dates to remember. That way you know, okay, it's March 25th. I need to check April and see what birthdays I have coming up, what anniversaries I have coming up, who do I need to buy a card for, who do I need to buy a gift for. So then you are never late with a gift, you're never late with a birthday card, and that just keeps you very organized. I, of course, am going to use a regular calendar, so that will not apply, but I wanted to give you all of that information. I mean, like I said, I took notes. So now that we have established our cleaning routine, kind of established a nice file system, and the good thing about having all of your activities, all your chores now listed on the cards, let's say you're having a big party and you need to hire someone to come in and help you really get ready, which to me, the beauty of this system is because you're constantly keeping everything up, you don't have that big rush for a birthday or a holiday. You're just on your schedule and your house is clean. I cannot tell you how nice it is to come home to a clean house, a house that smells good and not have anything hang over my head. But let's say you have Christmas coming and you're just bogged down. But now you have all your cards, so you can choose the cards that you would want, let's say, a cleaning lady to do. You can just have her come in, hand her the cards and say, I need you to get this done. And boom, boom, you have everything done. Another thing I really like about having this type of system is, let's say mom gets sick. Mom can't do what she normally does and the house is going to fall to pieces. Anyone can now come in, look at your card file and say, okay, this is what she does on these days and this is how we're going to keep everything running smoothly until mom gets better. So those are two really great reasons to have your card file and to be on this system. Is it's just going to make your life run smoother, it's going to help other people's lives run smoother, and you're going to look like a rock star when you have that birthday gift or birthday card sent out before it needs to be there. I know I send belated birthday cards out all the time and I just hate that. I just hate it. It's just, I don't think it's not very nice. So these are the rules that were in the book, and these are some of the things that I follow, and this just kind of pertains to your day. Never leave the house before you've done all of your daily cards, whether you do like all your AM cards and then you have your daily PM cards. Obviously you don't have to do your PM cards before you leave the house, but this has definitely helped me this week in just trying to get all of my daily cards done, and then I can kind of move on. If I have to run an errand, or I need to run to the grocery store, I know I'm going to come home, my house is going to be basically put together, and then all I need to do is my weekly cards. So I like that rule a lot. Refile your cards as soon as you complete them, so that you're not, oh, did I do this card? Did I not do this card? You do the chore on the card and you immediately file it in the next spot that it needs to go, whether it's next week or it's the next day. Immediately file your cards. Check the next day cards the night before. Obviously this is a great idea because then you kind of know what your day looks like when you go to bed, so you don't like, oh no, I overslept, oh no, I don't have the right outfit. You're prepared and you're ready to go. I think that is super duper important. So I think that is going to be all for week 3. Please, if you have any questions, my mom did say I talk so fast on week 2 that she has to go back and re-listen. So I apologize. It's a lot of information to kind of digest. You really have to, like I said, take baby steps. Do a little bit every day. If you miss a day, it's not the end of the world. That's what the beauty of the system is. You just file that card and you'll do it the next time it comes up. Unless, you know, your toilets have so much mold in them or something that they're going to eat the next person who sits on it. Obviously you need to get that done. But give yourself a break and do the best you can, and don't worry about being perfect, which we all know I struggle with. Perfectionism. I am just moving ahead and doing what I can do, and if I have to skip something, I'm not going to feel guilty about it because I have it written down and I know the very next week I will see it again and I will get that job accomplished. So debutantes, I hope you're enjoying this system. I hope your house is becoming sparkly clean. I cannot tell you how nice it's been this week to have my chores done and my house clean. I only broke one thing and almost split my head open, but you know, housework is dangerous. So anyway, thumbs this video up if you like it. Again, if you have any questions, please ask them on Facebook, on Instagram, anywhere you can find me on social media. Feel free to ask the questions, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.